once told my friend she wasn't presentable simply because she didn't have her hair in a bun. Yeah, I know, ridiculous. But it got me thinking, have external influences blurred our view of natural hair beauty? Let's talk about Black women's hair. It's versatile, it's unique, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Whether it's virgin and natural, relaxed and straightened, in locks, braided, or even hidden under a wig or a doek, Black women's hair is a work of art. But why do we feel like anything but our natural hair state is the way to go? There are 4 reasons why we might choose to hide our natural beauty, and we're about to uncover them all. In several countries, Black people were forced to straighten out their natural hair kinks and coils to fit in with European culture during the slavery years. After their hair was referred to as wool-like, they had to invent ways to conform and ultimately survive in a racist society. But fast forward to today. Why are we still relaxing and straightening our hair? Is it because we still hold the belief that we will limit our economic opportunities if we don't conform to Eurocentric beauty standards? We talked to some people about it, and here are their answers.
Black person's hair, when it's clean, it actually looks appropriate. It looks nice. You know, I like it when somebody takes care of their hair and then it looks clean and all that. So if they can just make sure that the hair is clean. Yeah, if you do your dreads, make sure your dreadlocks are clean. And then, it will be proper. And also using maybe the right products so that your hair doesn't break and all of that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to word this, but if a guy was to come ask you out and you don't like how he's dressed, is that a problem? I don't think that's a problem, because you like him to at least look, whatever the reason, like him to look buff, you don't want him to look flabby, you don't want him to, whatever your reason is. And I think it's the same thing with workplaces. What is it that is preferable in workplaces? I think one thing that you'll pick up is corporate people look very different from graphic designers, for example, and they look very different from similar to your videographers and all. They because of the kind of environment, they set up creatives, if I can put it. Creative have a certain way of dressing, and lawyers have a certain way of looking as well. So I wouldn't say that you can't go to be a lawyer looking like a creative. I don't think that will fly. If I had a problem and I had to stand in court, I wouldn't want my lawyer to look like a creative. Yes. So I think that is just something that people... Well, there's this saying that you are dressed by how you are dressed, so, yeah.
And would you be comfortable going to work in this hair?
Definitely, because it's me, so I am.
Yeah.
As people, we see, for example, I'm working, at Spa, or I'm working in a big company, and I'm going to see, we have investors, big people, and they come in, and I come with my hair messy. How do you think they're going to take us? How are they going to take the company that I'm working with? And so I think we should fix our hair as we go to work, because that's how people see us. We're not seeing the work, we're seeing the person who's working in it. So even if they don't know how good am I, but they look at through what I'm having, how I am and all that. So I think it's a nice thing, though, to go clean, to present your business well. That's how we get customers and all that. Yeah.
No, I don't have a problem. Remember that you can style your dreads to look professional. So.
Yeah. Obviously, why natural hair because unale madi motho and stuff. Why asa reke di weave? Marina personally, I prefer my own hair. It's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair because bone batho ba just that texture I tshwane. Yeah. Batho ba hlanya. Ba hlanya because how about la murwa o need o khona user styling gel like you wa bona o styling gel. Obviously how o styling gel, there is no way gore murwa o tlo tswa. There is no way. I don't believe that. Yeah.
You know, honestly, that's a tough one because I actually think we all conform sometimes depending on the type of organization.
Yeah.
So it depends on the organization. Some organizations, they give them that free pass to be natural. Some organizations form a culture of maybe having that type of hairstyle.
You set a certain expectation by how you are dressed. Yeah. You get me? Like, I think, for example, if my daughter was to introduce me to a guy very far in the future, I wouldn't want the guy to come there with flip-flops and shorts. You get me? That's just disrespectful as an African man. Like, you can't walk into my house like that and then you're wanting my daughter. It's just so those are the things, as in what is it that is acceptable in the workplace. There's this whole argument about women, they feel harassed at workplace. I'm talking about sexual harassment, basically. And one thing that has come up is that you don't find that same harassment in places where, okay, should I say that level of harassment in places where people are forced to wear the same uniform, you know? So where women are more free to dress as they want, that's where you find it a lot more than. So those are just the kind of things to think of, as in, should they be like, as in when you're going to a certain place and you do your hair in a certain ways for what? What is the reason for that? Yeah.
It's time to have an honest conversation about the history and present-day implications of black hair. So buckle up and join us on this eye-opening journey. In today's society, it's hard to believe that discrimination based on natural hair is still an issue, but recent cases prove otherwise. Jeffrey Thornton was denied a job at Enco Group because he refused to cut his locks to comply with appearance policies. And he's not alone. Brittany Jones, a newscaster, was fired for wearing her natural hair on air, while Imani Jackson was fired for ditching her wig and wearing her natural hair in a neat bun. Links to these stories can be found in the description box below. It's the 21st century, and yet discrimination based on hair is still happening. It's important to have conversations that make sure everyone knows that natural hair is beautiful and professional too. Starting with black people themselves, who seem to sometimes forget this important truth. Have you or someone you know faced this kind of discrimination? It cannot be denied that looking presentable and attractive can have a significant impact on our personal and professional lives. When we take the time to present ourselves well, we not only feel more confident, but we also send a message to others that we value ourselves and our work. But is looking professional, presentable, and attractive only limited to unnatural hair? Most black men either trim their hair or maintain their locks to look presentable. They rarely adopt fake looks to appear professional or be attractive to women. And I think as black women, we need to learn from our brothers and do the same. There's a misconception that to be attractive to men, we need to layer on fake things. But as I said, it's a misconception.
I feel like, well, first and foremost, don't care about men. But secondly, what makes you feel attractive? Like, what makes you feel good inside? That's what you should be aspiring to. Not really anything that makes you desirable to another person.
I mean, all gents will agree. These guys behind me, I'm sure they will agree. Like, hair should be natural. We don't want those Brazilian. We don't want none of that stuff. We just want natural. You see, if a girl has like natural afro, best. Or cornrows, or you can put like those, what do you call braids, yes. You can put that stuff. It's also, it's cool. I like braids, especially when the girl's hair is long and braids, not like Brazilian. I hate that stuff. Because you don't know how she look like in the morning, yes, without it. So it's just, you never know. It's a surprise, so we don't like surprises.
I prefer natural hair. Even though I prefer someone because I feel like you are natural. Liberty body afro. Yeah.
Why?
Because that's you. I know how really we can, not that the weave or something. We will change le mo logo wa o change, but then how le mo gwena like o tshwere maphonla matsu are you going to be cute? Yeah.
So why are you not having that hair?
It's because like my hair was falling out, so I had to paint. I love my hair, so I don't want my hair to fall out and stuff. Yeah.
It's a tough one because they all come in different styles. You know what? These have power though, I won't lie.
Yeah.
I'll go for natural.
Why?
Personally, that's the true beauty. That's who she is.
What's your opinion on
It's a
that?
societal thing. It's a societal thing. It's a social media thing. It's all that. That's why they will be attracted to that. They see all the ladies who are getting these men who like to give them money and all of that. The slave queen type of mentality. They've got the weaves. So it's also a social media thing. But I would advise people to look within themselves. Do what you feel is comfortable with. Not to go out there attracting people just because you want them to give you something.
The question is that we should know why black women, wanna grow their hair and all that, because as we guys, so we don't understand what they go through. But I have friends that are girls that I hear from them. They say that some people out there, they say their hair is short, it's not looking good. But what I like to tell them is that you should love who you are, how God made you, because there are some of the things that we cannot change. Some girls have longer hair than the other. But that does not change you to want to be like them, to try and put all this product to be like them. I always tell them that love how God made you, because there's nothing you can change. No matter how you put those things you put in, you'll never change. That's who you are, and you have to embrace that and like who you are. And that's why people you get to encourage other people because of who you are, that you know that out there are people that say bad thing about you, but you love who you are, and that's it. Yeah.
Sure. My wife does different things, but she's mostly natural hair. She doesn't wear. Okay, sometimes she does her hair, but it's not often. She usually uses her own hair to do whatever it is that she wants to do to her hair. So if she wants to do a pony, to be with her hair. If she wants to do, it's all nice, I guess is with her attire, she'll do something different with whatever she's wearing. Yes, she's mostly natural though, and if she wants an afro, she'll do an afro. If she wants
that it's not her, it's just how she fixed herself, especially the makeup adds up to the look. So the hair looks nice, but it's now you have to look at her proper, when that hair is out and off, so you kind of see, okay, now man, even her natural hair doesn't, the hairline starts here and then it ends here. So it's crazy. You don't want to mess with that stuff.
Living in a society that bombards us with images of perfect, airbrushed models, influencers, and celebrities, it's easy to feel like we have to measure up to that fake standard in order to be considered attractive. But we don't have to sacrifice our authenticity in order to feel confident and well put together. Natural beauty is just as valid, just as attractive, and just as worthy of celebration as any other kind of beauty, if not more. By embracing our natural beauty, we are not only honoring ourselves, but we're also paving the way for others to do the same. We're sending a message that says you don't have to be fake in order to be accepted, attractive, or loved. Now, consider this question. Do men really not find us as appealing in our natural states, or do we hold that view due to an internal complex? This is in no way meant as judgment, but as an encouragement for us to do the introspection, and where we need freedom in our ways of thinking, find that freedom.
But to bow of you, I don't believe in that.
I think black people's natural hair is strong, it's original, it's vibrant, you understand? I personally love the kinkiness of it. I feel like black women don't love their own hair.
It's their crown.
Yes. And what
It's everything.
Yeah, guys, look yourself into the mirror and say I'm pretty. Irregardless of your hair texture and stuff. If urata chiscope, continue with the chiscope.
My view is that keep on struggling. Nah, I'm kidding. Look, just be simple. Yeah. You might look ugly while you're still growing your hair, because I know when that small afro comes out and then you can't even tie it to a ponytail, yeah, those moments are not nice. Just find something suitable. Like find which hairstyle you can do for short hair, which hairstyle you can do when you got like a big afro. So in that way your hair keeps on growing. Because next thing, if you don't do that, you will find out like you don't like your own hair anymore. You just want to cut it because it's not growing in a way that you like it to grow. So if you just know the hairstyles, which if your hair is short, know the hairstyle. If it's medium, know the hairstyle. If it's you got a large or big afro, know your hairstyle. Which one to choose and to do, yeah, then you'll be fine.
Give it time. I think it's okay to not be like extremely comfortable because it is harder to get used to it. The thing is, I've been like this since I was like 8. So I just grew up like this and I didn't really care for a lot of the time. But if you're not comfortable, that's perfectly fine. You just need to find it in yourself.
No. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think a lot of women tend to hide themselves behind the wig. Yeah. So I guess preferably I don't really like a wig. Yes, I guess so. It's yeah.
I would say try the natural way. It works. It's a bit cheaper. I think I don't even know how much weave is. I haven't had it. I'll say that. Just try it and see. But obviously, everybody has got their own choice of what they want to do. What you're comfortable with. Find other people who've got alopecia and what they still have to use. They have weaves. But yeah, do whatever you feel comfortable with.
I think I'm attracted to a girl that loves herself and loves who she is, because she cannot change that. So normal hair for me, it's fine. You know, it's fine. You don't have to do your hair in a certain way to please me, because I just want the real you, how you conduct yourself, how you love your hair. That's it. For me, normal hair, it's fine.
Are you tired of feeling like you need to wear fake hair to be attractive? Maybe it's time to take a cue from our black brothers and embrace our natural beauty. Let's stop perpetuating the idea that men don't find us attractive in our natural states and start loving ourselves for who we truly are. Have you ever wondered what has given us the idea that to be attractive or to feel confident, we need to reject our natural beauty and embrace falsehood? Almost every black woman in her 20s or above has had someone else's hair sewn or glued onto her head. And although we have normalized this, it's actually a crazy thing. How did it become a norm? In addition to the insults and negative comments we received regarding our hair when growing up, today, our friends, family, and social media connections take pictures and videos of themselves getting the fake hair onto their heads. They glamorize and flaunt it like it's something worth desiring. And most of us buckle under that pressure of feeling accepted and valued by our contacts, followers, and friends. Apart from the pressure among our friends and family, as society, we also look up to influential people like Rihanna, Kanye Mbau, Michelle Obama, Bonang, Beyonce, DJ Zinhle, and a lot of others. Young and old women alike experience their influence and peer pressure regarding hair through direct persuasion, social norms, and media messages, and this significantly shapes our individual behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes.
I agree, honestly. It isn't easy. You know, the struggle is very much real, and that's why I have dreads.
Yeah.
Because it was easier for me to maintain, but it's more of, you know, people find a love for it. They find, like, care in taking care of their hair, even with the expense, even with, like, the time and all of that stuff, because it's beautiful. It's just very beautiful at the end of the day.
But I feel like they're just insecure. Yeah, insecure. No, I'm not insecure, guys. I love my hair.
They don't do that because they think it's not easy to maintain. They do that because what people say. You understand? So I think it's not a problem, man. Like, I'm not a girl, so as guys, our hair can be wet. It won't cut, but for women, it cuts. So for me, I cannot tell them that use water because I use water on my hair, you know. So by what I can just tell them it's, because I have a sister, she has long hair. I think what she does is she actually prefer having her own hair because it's easy, you can just comb it and fix it, you know. So for me, it's that's not the problem. The problem is what they hear out there, what they say about black hair. It's short, it's ugly. Your hair is not like the others. We hear people praising the other person's hair than yours, and that's something that affects us. So I think, man, it's not something that it's not easy to maintain. It's just that it's how their hair is. How do they accept their hair, you know, and how do they love it? I think natural hair is the best. It's the easiest because you can just wake up in the morning, just comb it, and I don't know how they put those. Yeah, I think that's, yeah. So it's not difficult though. It's the easiest for me.
Because now I use my, like, the products, it's a little cheap. I don't go for things that are, and even the weaves are born, Brazilian, they are dura. They are expensive, so I'm against that. Yeah.
Personally, in my personal opinion, I just think it's, you know, having a straight hair, having weaves, it's a form of money, it's a form of standard, the status. That's what I see.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it's easier to maintain. Because us as gents, we know how to grow hair. The only thing you need to do to grow your hair, you just have to do your cornrows. You know, just make sure that like your hair is pulling all the time and it's on some pressure. Leave it for a long time, and it's just gonna grow. Hair grows. It's natural for the hair to grow. But if you're gonna put other things now, you know, the temperature changes, and then next thing your hair doesn't grow in a way that it's supposed to be. You see?
I think other people are just having identity crisis, and the others, social media shows a lot of ladies with weaves and all of that. So the ones with the weaves, they look very nice. But at the end of the day, we find that there's still a lot of up-and-coming girls who love their natural hair.
I think it's becoming a trend now that they've started self-realization of what type of hairstyles now they go for. Because you got now women just being happy with their afros, their natural afros. It's coming back. But because before it was only just straight hair, you know, that buzz of Brazilian hair. That's what.
Sure. I think the most expensive thing is when she's going to do her hair, the time it takes. Yeah. I think that's the one thing I'll say that's like 4 hours later, the hairstylist will still be by my house. And I'm like, why are they still doing their hair? It's only halfway done. I think that's the only thing, but I guess I'm happy. The end result, I'm always happy with.
I think like the media has played a big impact because, you know, with the media, you always find white women have straight hair, you know, so we have relaxers, you know, women. That shit is expensive, guys.
Fortunately, there are black women who appreciate and love their own features and publicly embrace their natural hair. And I hope that we who have buckled under the pressure of embracing European hair of our own can begin to see the beauty in our God-given hair. We have actress Lupita Amondi Nyong'o, former Deputy President and United Nations official Phumzile Mlambo Ngcuka, singer and songwriter India Ari, model Kaune Carrillo, actress and producer Samira Wiley, bassist, singer, songwriter and composer Esperanza Spalding, actor, presenter and television producer Masuchaba Lekalake, Miss Universe Zozibini Tunzi, Brazilian fashion model Samil Bemanelli, singer, actress, model and television presenter Nandi Madida, actress Tayona Paris, actress Tusombedu, singer, songwriter, model, poet and actress Jill Scott, singer-songwriter Zahara, singer and songwriter Nomncebo Zikode, and my favorite news anchor Tumelo Mototwane. In addition to peer pressure, please share what other reasons you think inspire Black women to reject natural beauty and embrace falsehood. Join the conversation in the comments section.
I think find what your hair means to you. Whatever your hair means to you, whatever you find in it is the way that you move forward. Because at the end of the day, it is your hair. It's what grows from your head. It's natural.
So for me, it's just be you. Love your hair. You know, you don't have to change your hair for me. If a guy loves you, love you for who you are, for the hair that you have. You understand? Because we're not loving the hair, we're loving the person. You understand? So people that follow hair, man, they're not serious for me. They're not. Because we're loving the heart. You see, sometimes people, what they do is they see the heart through the face, and that's not what we do. You understand? You can see the person can be beautiful, but the heart, it's not. So for me, it's just be yourself. No matter how you change, you want to be like others, though. They're always going to criticize. They're always going to say something, you know. Just love yourself and just be you. And a right guy will come and love you for who you are. You don't have to change anything. If your hair is short, it's short. That's fine. You don't have to put all those things. Love your hair for how God made it, you know. So for me, just be you, and yeah, that's it.
Personally, were you always comfortable with your hair as it is?
Yes, I had this for 13 years.
And what type of hair did you have before?
Short hair.
Short hair. So no weaves, no relax. And what, did you never struggle?
It burnt me. The relaxer burnt.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So always at short hair.
Look, I think women love hair, right?
Yeah.
But they just don't know how to actually be loyal to natural hair and grow it in a way that it grows natural. See? So yeah, I feel like they're struggling. But us as gents, we kind of like, we know exactly what how to grow hair and stuff like that, yes.
Why do you think women struggle?
Because they want to test out all these different type of styles. You know, they want to make their hair look like some Brazilian type. Then they relax, and the next thing, they don't want to do that. Now they want to cut their hair, and then they do cut, and then they grow it again, and then they want to relax. Like, they just don't know how to actually, they can't be loyal to their own hair.
More comfortable as time goes on, because society is becoming more lenient towards Black people's hair as it changes.
But at the end of the day, I think the underlying reason why women do their hair is very important. I mean, so for example, I'll say, if they are doing it to look beautiful, under whose condition or in whose standards are they claiming that this is beautiful? You get what I'm saying? If they are doing it just to look good, is for what reason? If whatever the reason is, it has to be valid. So for example, I'll say I keep my hair like this because I don't have time to go to the salon or to the barber. So it's easier to maintain. For me at least, I find it easier to maintain, and I know I don't look much. It's too late for my wife to have comments, Yes, it's a bit late for her, but yeah. So the underlying reason is very important on whatever style they are using, whatever style they prefer, whatever it is that they do with their hair. Yeah, the underlying reason is very important.
At the end of the day, God made you this way, and I think He made a perfect creation. That's what I can say. So yes, it's okay to change, to be diverse, you understand, but always have that first love, that this is who you really are.
The beauty of natural hair can be likened to a carefully crafted homemade meal. Both are unique and require a certain level of care and attention, made from scratch to create something truly special. Similar to the process of cooking a meal, taking care of natural hair requires patience and time, as it cannot be rushed. This means providing the necessary love and attention that it needs to truly flourish. The use of natural hair products can be compared to fresh ingredients in cooking. One is aware of the ingredients being used and the benefits that come with it. The result of all the hard work put into taking care of natural hair is comparable to the satisfaction one feels when sitting down to enjoy a delicious homemade meal. It is a source of pride knowing that the product is both beautiful and nourishing. Therefore, it is important to celebrate the unique beauty that comes from doing things the natural way, just as we would celebrate a homemade meal. In contrast, like fast food, fake hair is often viewed as a convenient option. However, just as fast food can be easily accessible yet lacking in nutritional value, fake hair can offer an attractive exterior while compromising the health of natural hair. Additionally, both fast food and fake hair may seem cost effective in the short term, but their long-term effects can be detrimental. Ultimately, relying on fake hair as a quick fix can lead to unsustainable habits, and the allure of glamour can become addictive, much like the negative impacts of fast food. I say, let's take the time to create something truly remarkable and embrace the beauty of natural hair. What is your take? Home cooked meal or fast food? Natural hair or fake hair? And since we have all been given free will, it is an individual choice. If you happen to choose the relaxer and weave option, I think it's only right to consider the hidden dangers of relaxing our hair or wearing a weave. Chemical relaxers contain harsh ingredients that can leave our hair vulnerable to breakage, damage, dryness, excessive shedding, and even hair loss. Let's not forget the risk of chemical burns on our scalp, which can cause permanent hair loss and even require medical treatment. Weaves may seem like a quick fix for a new look, but removing them improperly can damage our hair shaft. And while they are on, we can't properly wash our hair or moisturize it. Plus, the glue used to attach the weave can lead to blocked pores, damaged hair follicles, and even allergic reactions. Are the benefits of convenience really worth risking our hair's health? Our natural hair texture was well managed by our ancestors for centuries without the need for chemicals or extensions. Always remember that looking presentable and attractive doesn't mean conforming to a certain standard of beauty. It's more about taking care of ourselves, both physically and mentally, and embracing our unique features and style. May I propose that we stop sacrificing the health of our hair for temporary looks. May I propose that we embrace our natural texture, give our locks the love, and our coils the care they deserve. Be sure to subscribe for more education, encouragement, and entertainment surrounding the social ills of our generation.